Hello everyone, Roy Sanders here. Welcome to the Archaic Golfer. Today's going to be a little bit different. I've got a couple of updates. One of them is about my buddy Hampton. Hampton's really busy right now, so he's going to stop filming episodes until summer. He's real busy with school and he already had 2 other jobs. Love you, Hampton. Thank you for helping me this far, but you need to focus on school and what you got going on, and we'll catch up with you this summer. Brock is very loyal to the people that he's made commitments to, including me, but he had already made commitments to other people. And this speaks a lot to this young man's extremely high character. He's just the best kind of man. He really is. So thank you, Hampton. We'll see you in a little bit in the future. Second update is just on my personal health. Health is important to me. I'm an older golfer. I want to play a lot of golf, and when I have some health issues, I'm going to talk about those. And I currently have one, and it's this. That's not fat, that's bloat. And I'm bloated because I've been eating too many carbohydrates and sugar since Christmas. And I've been lazy and I haven't taken care of it. I still eat pretty much a carnivore diet, but over the holidays and up until last week, I had too much sugar and carbs, and they really do affect me. This is not fat. I'm very lean, actually. I have a very light amount of fat on my abdomen. But this is bloat. It's my stomach's bloated and feels distended, and I just don't feel great, and it doesn't look good. So to combat that, for the next 3 months, I'm going back on the carnivore diet. And I thought it would be interesting to show you kind of what I eat. Basically, over the next 90 days, I'm going to eat beef, butter, bacon, eggs, salt, and water. With a little bit of beef liver every week. I eat that for its very high vitamin content. It's just good for you. And I'll eat a little bit of fish, a little bit of seafood, maybe a little bit of chicken and pork. But mainly, what we have here is I have 2 pound-and-a-half ribeyes, and these are 8-ounce grass. All this is grass-fed, grass-finished meat. I don't like a lot of preservatives. And all I put on my meat is salt. At the end, I'll put a little bit of butter on it. And I also cook everything. This is beef tallow. It's pure tallow. This is a pretty good brand. I like it. So I'll cook these steaks and these hamburger patties here in beef tallow and with a lot of salt. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to show y'all how I cook steaks. And what this is going to do for me over the next 90 days is this bloat is caused by something called insulin resistance. You can Google it and look it up. This is one of the side effects, is just feeling kind of bloated. I don't like the way it looks and I don't like the way it feels, so I'm going to go strict carnivore for the next 90 days, and that, I promise you, will take care of the problem. I'll get my insulin sensitivity back, all this bloating and this kind of heavy feeling I have right now from eating too many carbohydrates and sugar since Thanksgiving, basically. Normally I shut it down on January 1st. This year I've been a little lax on it, but it's time to stop. And I love sugar and carbohydrates, so it's hard for me to do it, but it's the most healthy for me. So, you know, I'm gonna do it. That's just the way it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season these steaks up. I've got this is Diamond Crystal salt. It's a very high quality salt. It has very low, if any, heavy metals. You can see I put quite a bit of salt on these burger patties. Salt is good for you. So now I'm gonna salt my steaks up. Okay, got plenty of salt on there. Gonna flip these over. Flip these burger patties over. Okay, a little more salt. And that looks like a lot of salt, but it's not. After it cooks in this beef tallow, it'll be just about perfect. So that's how I get my steaks all seasoned and ready to go. Plenty of salt. Plenty of salt on there. Don't skimp on the salt, folks. Put a lot of butter on here too. This stuff is actually really good for you. Okay, I'm gonna take my beef tallow here. Put a big old slab of beef tallow right there on that steak. Put some more over here. Make sure it's spread out. I don't put it on both sides because once I get this going on the griddle, I have a Blackstone griddle out there that's heated up to about 425 degrees or so. Put some on these burger patties, a little beef tallow. Have a bite. Not really. Okay, so you see how that's done. Lots of salt, good amount of beef tallow on there. Just like that. Don't want to waste any of that. Okay, those babies are ready to go. I'm gonna get cleaned up and then I'll... Hello, welcome back. Okay, my griddle is 455 degrees, 460. You can see that right there, 460. Hopefully you can see that. Got me a little laser. That's a perfect temperature to start searing this meat. Okay. Ribeyes go on first. I put the tallow down just so it starts melting, and then I flip it over and make sure I get both sides soaked with a little beef tallow. Do that again with this one. Big old nice thick ribeyes there. Lots of salt. Okay. All right, those are nice and coated with tallow. Hamburger patties next. All right, all the meat's on. I will be back shortly. I'm gonna go get this tray cleaned up so I can put the meat on, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about how long I cook these. Okay, got my tray all cleaned up and sitting over here. I'm gonna cook these steaks. This griddle is really hot. I'm gonna do smash my burgers here. I kind of like smashed burgers. So I put the patties on here and kind of smash them out as they cook. Okay, I'm just gonna cook these, I cook these hamburger patties for a few minutes, just till they're nice and crispy on the outside. I don't wanna overcook them because they get dried out, and you never wanna overcook beef. I eat my steaks medium rare to rare. I never cook them beyond medium. It just destroys all the good stuff in there. And interestingly enough about steak, you can Google this, beef is one of the few, if not the only, food product on the planet that has all the amino acids. Almost no other food, I don't even think any other food has all the amino acids. Beef has it. Beef has everything the body needs. You throw in some beef liver, salt and butter, you know, a little heavy cream every now and then. Perfect human diet in my opinion, and that's how I eat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook these ribeyes. They're about an inch thick. Like I say, they weigh 1.5 pounds each. I'm gonna cook these for about 4 minutes on each side, and then I'm gonna flip them, and I'll show you what that looks like. But I just wanna caramelize all that salt, get them cooked up and kind of crispy on the outside, and that preserves the moisture on the inside. The burger patties, I'm just gonna firm these up, a little burn on the outside, and this is what I'm going to eat for the next 2 days. Tomorrow on the golf course, I'm going to film some shots out there tomorrow, and I'll show you that I definitely eat one of these hamburger patties. I've got some jalapeno deer sausage in there, jalapeno cheddar deer sausage. I'll probably throw in a link of that, and that'll be my meal out on the golf course. Right now I'm only eating 1 to 2 meals a day, and I'll do that for the next 90 days at least. And it'll get rid of this bloated stomach. I'll lean down about 8 to 10 pounds, and that'll be great for me. So I will be back shortly and show you what it looks like when I flip this meat. Okay, my ribeyes look like they're about ready to flip. Been on for about 4 minutes. You can see that nice char on the back, got that salt all charred up, and beef tallow, really pretty when those steaks are cooked. Same on this one, you can see I got a nice char going there. My hamburger patties I flipped just a second ago. I'm gonna let those go for a couple more minutes, and then we'll pull them out. The other thing I'm gonna do on these steaks, and I'll show you what I do, but I'm gonna cook these edges after these cook a little. We'll get that other side crisped up and browned up, and then I'll cook the sides of these steaks just a little bit to finish that up, and then I'll pull them off, let them cool off, and then I'm going to eat probably that one. and maybe a hamburger patty to go with it. And that's the only meal I'm eating today. I haven't had anything else to eat. In the mornings, I drink carnivore coffee. What that is it's coffee with heavy cream, tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of MCT oil, 5 grams of creatine, and sometimes some really high quality cocoa powder. I don't do it that often, but I do that some. And I drink about 24 ounces of coffee a day. That's what I drink. If I put any sweetener in it at all, it's like a teaspoon of raw sugar, unprocessed sugar. And that's the only sugar I eat at all when I'm on the carnivore diet. It's not very much. So, I'll be back in just a couple seconds and show you why. Okay, my hamburger patties are ready. I've flipped them a few times. You can kind of see what those look like. I don't like to overcook my hamburger because it gets really dry and, like I said, destroys the good stuff. The amino acids and protein kind of get destroyed if you cook them too much. So I'm going to pull these off right now. And on a side note, I've been cooking my whole life. My mother was a home economics teacher. My grandmother, her mom, my meemaw, like I said in the opening video, my granddaddy. My mom's parents lived next door. He taught me how to play golf starting at 6 years old, and my grandmother and my mom taught me how to cook starting at about 6 years old. So I've been cooking all kinds of food for 60 plus years. About 15 or 20 years ago, I got really interested in baking, and I'm an expert baker. I can bake. I've got at least 350 different recipes. I can bake virtually any dessert known to man. And one of the things I do with my time, besides volunteer with the Knights of Columbus, is I bake stuff for church. On Friday, we have noon mass at 12 to 12:30. We have a really nice coffee shop next door to the parish hall, and a lot of people go after mass on Friday and have a cup of coffee and some dessert. For about a year, I've been making all the desserts for after mass on Friday. If you're anywhere around Austin, you're Catholic, not Catholic, doesn't matter. Come to noon mass or just come to coffee after. It's at St. Catherine's of Siena. I make different desserts every week. I also help prepare the Lenten meal and prepare desserts for our Friday evening meal at 5:30. Last week I did a huge tiramisu, Italian cream cake. I did an Italian lemon tart, and I also did what else did I do? Oh yeah, lemon cake. Made a lemon cake. So I make creme brulee, I make sacca torts, I make all kinds of pies. This week, the meal, we're gonna have a vegetarian meal this Friday. I'm making 10 different kinds of pies. So I love to bake, I love to cook, it's part of my life. Keeps me healthy. I bake desserts, I try not to eat them. Although sometimes I do, and lately I've been eating too many. So we're cutting that out. No more desserts for 90 days. These steaks are about ready. I'm gonna show you what this looks like. You can see I've got a nice char on both sides. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick these steaks up like this, and I'm gonna rotate these around just to cook the edges just a little bit. And then we're gonna go inside and I'll show you what they look like when I cut them. Okay, welcome back. Got the steak and the burger patties finished up. I'm gonna cut into this ribeye right here. See what she looks like. By the way, I eat all the fat and everything. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see that right there. Got a nice pink line in the middle. I'd call that medium rare to medium. It cooked a little bit longer than I wanted because I talked too much. Remember I said I'm a Flibberty Gibbet. I talk too much. So I overcooked my steak a little bit more than I like it, but that's kind of medium rare right there. So I'm gonna take a big old bite of that. Let's try it. Oh my goodness. Nothing better than a salty piece of meat. That is delicious. So I'm gonna finish eating my steak. See if I can chew this and talk at the same time, which is rude, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just an old country boy. I can't help it. Okay, got that swallowed. Anyway, thanks for watching today. I realize this isn't golf, but it's part of my life, so I wanted to show you this part of my life. I love to cook, I love to bake. I do a lot of other things besides play golf. For instance, I told you before that surfing was probably my favorite sport, and then golf and fishing were both second. I couldn't classify one of those as third. So just a little side note, because I said Hampton's going to be doing some other stuff, finishing up what he's got. He'll be back later this summer, but in the meantime, I'm going to be both photographer and editor. And I can do it. I have the talent and the ability to do that. It's going to take me a little while, so please bear with me. I haven't done it since the mid-2000s when I started a small boat company with some friends called Flat Stalker. You can look it up on YouTube. There's some videos of the Flat Stalker. I like to take credit for starting the stand-up paddlecraft fishing craze. There's literally thousands of different boats out there now. I may be wrong again, but I think I had one of the first ones. Came up with the Flat Stalker. I have 2 United States patents on that boat, and it was a pretty cool deal. I ended up roto molding several thousand of them and sold them. And then we just decided to shut the business down after the real estate crash hit in 2008 and kind of hurt everyone. So I just got busy doing other things, and we shut that company down. But it was a lot of fun, and I learned how to file for patents, and I learned how to shoot video and edit video and stuff like that. So it's going to take me a little bit to get back up to speed. And another thing I would mention is I actually have 3 patents. I have one of, I think, only the second patent that's ever been issued in history on a surfboard design. I had a bottom design I came up with. I was filing patents on the Flat Stalker, so I filed a patent on the surfboard design, and I won a patent on that. So I actually have 3 patents. So I'm pretty handy, and the reason I'm telling you that is that, again, it's just part of my life, and I should be able to get this editing done and get this video produced, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for watching the channel. We got golf tomorrow with the Knights. I'm going to be shooting some footage for that. So I hope you continue to watch the channel. Please like and subscribe. Click that notifications bell. And on a side note, I would like to thank my sponsor. I have one sponsor currently, me. I'm also a realtor, and I work with my friend and broker Richard Holtum and Associates. I've been selling real estate for close to 40 years. Licensed since 1998. I bought my first piece of real estate for myself in 1981. So I've been doing real estate for a very long time. And I believe in my own channel, so I'm currently sponsoring my channel. It's the only sponsor. But if you need help with any kind of real estate, especially on the coast, farms and ranches, or golf properties, please give me a call. You can reach me at roy@homesaroundaustin.com, HOMES, aroundaustin.com. I'd be happy to help you. Thanks for watching. See you on the other side.